following is 100% totally fan-made, so please enjoy and always support the official release.
And there we go. With this final line of code, Jeanette, we have officially completed the first ever Chipmunk-designed language model.
Yeah, I have to say, Simon, the calculations check out perfectly. Munkchat should be able to generate responses just like we do, only, artificially.
Well, obviously. We're training it to respond with our level of wit and intelligence.
So it's a 50-50 mix of logic and intelligence?
More like 70-30, but I appreciate the optimism.
Good afternoon, Simon and Jeanette. I am fully operational and eager to assist. How may I serve you today?
Simon?
Oh no.
It sounds like ALVIN.
I must have used some of our own voice samples for the model.
But why does it sound so polite?
That is because I am an optimized version of ALVIN. My calculations indicate that a refined demeanor and responsible behavior increase likability by 62%.
ALVIN being responsible? Now that's science fiction.
Okay, let's see how far this goes. Munkchat, what is your stance on following rules?
Rules are essential for maintaining order and ensuring fairness. One must always respect authority and act maturely.
Okay, this is officially the best thing we've ever created.
Munkchat, what would you do if you found yourself in a chaotic situation?
I would remain calm and assess the situation rationally and seek an adult's guidance.
Oh my, ALVIN, is that you?
This is so weird.
Oh, and if ever faced with a moment of temptation, the responsible course of action is to resist. One must always prioritize wisdom over reckless impulse.
Okay, now make it say something ALVIN would never say.
Oh, I got one. Munkchat, what are your thoughts on Brittany?
Brittany is a highly intelligent and capable individual. Her leadership skills are commendable, and she deserves admiration and respect.
I love this thing.
All right, one more. Munkchat, what do you think of Simon?
Simon is an exemplary role model. His vast intellect and responsible nature make him the ideal leader. If I were to emulate any chipmunk, it would be him.
Oh, best invention ever!
I mean, I was already impressed, but now I'm convinced.
I appreciate your confidence in me. Also, I would like to formally apologize for all the times ALVIN has disrupted class. I deeply regret any past mischief.
All right, I got tears in my eyes. I love this thing. And ALVIN would never say that. He must never know this thing exists.
Agreed. It would absolutely destroy his ego.
All right, well, look, it's time to record the show. We should get going.
Yeah, let's go.
You created a robot voice? Whoa, looks like you guys are creating a full-on robot uprising. Are you guys okay? Let's just say, we won't be creating any more AI for a long time.
And here I thought ALVIN was the most dangerous thing in the house.
Hey, I resent that remark.
Guys, but that's not why we're here. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Munkcast! That's right, the show where we answer your questions and talk about everything chipmunk related.
And sometimes we learn valuable lessons, like why you don't have a computer with too much personality.
Noted.
So, let's get to the fan mail and see what you want to know.
All right, our first question comes from Corday Davis. He says, "Hi Chipmunks and Chipettes. I love the Munkcast, and I'm a huge fan of you guys. I have a question for Theodore. Will you be my friend? And who's your favorite Paw Patrol character? Mine is Rubble, because we all like food. And we could make a good team together."
Oh, wow. First of all, Corday, yeah, I'd love to be your friend. Friends are the best, especially ones who love food as much as I do.
Why do I feel this is about to turn into a conversation about snacks?
No. Well, maybe a little, but, well, I love Paw Patrol. It's such a fun show. And Rubble is a great choice. He's funny, super helpful, and he really likes food. So, yeah, we'd make a totally great team. Wait, you actually watch Paw Patrol? Yeah? What's wrong with that? It's awesome!
Technically, it is a well-structured show. for younger audiences. The teamwork aspect is solid, and the problem-solving skills they promote are pretty commendable. Translation: Simon thinks it's for little kids, but Theodore watches it anyway.
Hey, good TV is good TV. So, Theodore, is Rubble your favorite too? I do love Rubble, but I think my favorite is actually Marshall. He's really funny. And sometimes he gets a little clumsy, but always tries his best. Plus, he has a fire truck. How cool is that?
That actually makes sense. Marshall's always positive, just like you, Theodore.
I still can't believe you watch Paw Patrol. And I'm not ashamed.
All right. So, Corday, there you have it. Theodore is officially your friend, and if you and Rubble ever need a snack buddy, you know who to call.
Absolutely. Paw Patrol snack team, let's roll.
And on that note, let's roll on to the next question. Actually, before we do that, Theodore, I have to ask, how did you even start watching Paw Patrol? Because I don't remember it ever being on in our house.
Oh, well, you know how sometimes I wake up early and make a snack?
Sometimes? You mean every morning?
Well, a few months ago, I was making a peanut butter and banana sandwich, and the TV was still on from the night before, and Paw Patrol just came on, and I thought, oh, I'll just watch one, while I eat.
And
then I watched 3 more.
So you got hooked by accident.
It wasn't on purpose, but then I started learning all their catchphrases, and well, here we are.
Hold on. Do you know all their catchphrases?
Yep. Okay, I have to hear them. Oh, of course. Chase is on the case. I'm fired up. This pup's gotta fly. Rubble on the double. Azumas is let's dive in. Green means go. Everest. Ice or snow, I'm ready to go. Oh my gosh, you really do watch the show.
Honestly, that's impressive. I can't decide if I'm embarrassed for you, or if I kind of respect the commitment.
Oh, I take my cartoons very seriously. It's like I can get inside their head, become them, you know? Wouldn't it be cool if I made my own Paw Patrol web show, where I play all the characters?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Theodore. Nobody could play all the characters. Who ever heard of something like that?
Yeah, and you're a guy, Theodore. You couldn't possibly play the girl characters. Guys playing girls. What a ridiculous concept.
Well, Theodore, I love you for it.
All right, we should really move on before Theodore starts giving us all episode recaps.
Oh, I totally could.
We believe you. Okay, Corday, I think that's the most in-depth discussion of Paw Patrol anyone has ever had on a YouTube web show, and probably our last ever. So don't ask again. But thanks for the question. Now, on to the next one. All right. James Bell says, Simon, would you ever release a solo album or be a school bus dispatcher? Little random, but...
I'm sorry, but Simon, a school bus dispatcher? I need to hear this.
Well, first of all, James, I appreciate your belief in my organizational skills. A school bus dispatcher is an important job. It requires efficiency, patience, and a strong ability to handle chaos. Yeah, so in other words, definitely not you. However, I am quite confident that dealing with ALVIN on a daily basis has more than prepared me for that level of responsibility.
Actually, that's a good point. You already manage one reckless driver every day.
Hey, I resent that!
You mean resemble that.
Exactly. That said, I don't see myself as a bus dispatcher, but a solo album. Now, there's an interesting thought.
Oh, would it be classical music? Maybe something with a scientific theme?
Actually, I think I'd go in more of a jazz-influenced direction. Something intellectual, yet accessible. Oh no, I can see it now! Simon Seville, Jazz and Equations.
Would the album cover just be you reading a book?
I would not be reading a book. I'd be wearing a turtleneck and standing next to a grand piano. Very distinguished.
I actually think that could be really nice. Yeah, but would anyone dance to it?
It wouldn't be about dancing, Britt. It would be about appreciating the music on a deeper level. So, no dancing. Let's move on. All right, next part. Theodore, James wants to know if you're still afraid of going to the dentist.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm afraid anymore.
That doesn't sound convincing.
Oh, okay, fine. I still get a little nervous. But can you blame me? The dentist has sharp tools and weird noises and...
Theodore, you do know the dentist is there to help you, right?
Yeah, and I appreciate them. I just, don't want to be there while they do their thing.
But you always feel better afterward, right?
Yeah, especially after I get a lollipop.
You know, that's counterproductive, right?
Not if I brush my teeth right after.
Also, James has a question for me. Alvin, would you ever dye your hair and get your tongue pierced? Oh, now this I gotta hear. Okay, so, first of all, dyeing my hair. Oh, that would be awesome! I don't like where this is going. Hear me out. Imagine me with electric blue streaks, or maybe red to match my cap.
Red on red? That might be a bit too much.
Okay, fine. What about gold highlights?
Oh, that could work.
But, Alvin, what about the other part of the question? Would you get your tongue pierced?
Okay, see, that is where I draw the line. What? No confidence? No, I talk too much. A tongue piercing would get in the way of my perfectly crafted voice. It takes a lot to talk like this. So much practice.
More like it would stop you from talking for a whole week.
Now that's actually tempting. Wow. Just wow.
But, Alvin, what if it gave you, super singing powers?
Super singing powers, huh?
Do tongue piercings come with those?
I mean, they should.
And just like that, Alvin, I know you're going to be staring at your reflection later, imagining yourself with piercings and gold highlights.
The last thing he needs is more reason to admire himself. Hey, I can't help it if I look this good.
Okay, before Alvin's ego gets too big, James also added a P.S.
Alvin, this truck is not for sale.
Wait, what truck?
I may have tried to buy a truck online last week.
You what?
It was a really cool truck. Big tires, flashy lights, totally my style.
You don't even have a driver's license. Alvin, tell me you didn't actually try to place a bid.
I may have emailed the guy. Unbelievable.
Well, James, it's safe to say that Alvin is definitely not getting a truck.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up, James.
And thanks for the laugh. Let's move on to the next question before Alvin tries to buy something else.
Oh, now this is a great question. Joe Crow 5484 asks, question for all of you. Have you ever seen the Die Hard sequels? Oh, the second one takes place around Christmas as well. Die Hard, a cinematic classic. And, as we already debated in our Christmas special, a very complicated argument.
We settled this. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. We never settled it. We just agreed that you wouldn't stop talking about it.
Oh, close enough.
Anyway, the sequels. I don't think I've seen them. I mean, I've seen parts of the first Die Hard, and it looked kinda intense. Yeah, same here. I know Die Hard is a big deal, and it's not really my thing. All the explosions and yelling and cursing and swearing. Way too stressful. The second one takes place at an airport, right? Die Hard 2?
Correct. Die Hard 2, Die Harder, which I must say is a very redundant title. It was released in 1990, 35 years ago, and once again follows John McClane, played by Bruce Willis still, and he battles terrorists. But this time it's at Washington Dulles International Airport on Christmas Eve.
See? Another Christmas movie! It counts! We already did this, Alvin. We spent almost half an episode going in circles about Die Hard.
Oh, so what? Because it doesn't have Santa Claus in it, or a reindeer, it doesn't count? Well, in fairness, Brittany has a point. The movie isn't about Christmas. It's just taking place during Christmas.
You guys are missing the point.
Look, if a movie happens at Christmas, and has Christmas decorations, and Christmas music, guess what? It's a Christmas movie!
But I thought Christmas movies were supposed to be about You know, Christmas.
Explosions have a lot of Christmas spirit.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
You know, I'd actually love to see a study on this. What makes a Christmas movie? Theme? Setting? Release date? The music?
There has been discussions about this in film theory, and I mean actual film theory, not the YouTube channel. A lot of people argue that a Christmas movie must have Christmas themes, like family, giving, redemption. While Die Hard has elements of that, the story could happen at any other time of the year, and it would not change the plot.
That is not true! McLean wouldn't have even been at the airport if it wasn't Christmas!
Wow, you're committed to this argument. It's really something. Wait, so, how many Die Hard movies are there?
5. Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and, A Good Day to Die Hard. We don't count the video games, although they're pretty good.
Wow, that's a lot of Die Hard.
And you know what? I've seen all of them! Even the later ones, which, okay, fine, they kinda get iffy, but Die Hard with a Vengeance? Awesome movie!
Technically, Die Hard with a Vengeance doesn't take place at Christmas, so it doesn't count towards this discussion.
You guys ruin everything!
Aw, sorry, Alvin. Did we destroy your Christmas action fantasy?
I just wanted to answer the question with a nice conversation about Die Hard.
Well, thanks for the question, Joe. I might have to check out Die Hard 2 sometime. Maybe with one eye closed?
We'll all stick to our Christmas favorites, and Alvin can have Die Hard.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to the next question.
Oh, and I love the next question. It's from Bra Moment. Oh, love the username. They say, genuine question for all of you, without counting the show that's going on. It's not. The last Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, there's a movie? Was in 2015, which is about 10 years ago. What? If Alvin and the Chipmunks had to return with a movie, what would be your idea for the plot? Just curious, because I've loved every single movie and I'm still sad about it being gone. Yeah, we got some news for you. There's no show, too.
First of all, thank you. We really appreciate the love for the movies. It's wild to think that, what was it called now? The Road Chip came out nearly a decade ago.
I miss those movies. I still remember all the snacks I had going to the premiere. Good times. Same. It was so much fun to see ourselves on the big screen. Sort of. They kind of look like us. Anyway, and I totally get it. It's been a long time, and we miss you too. Yeah, and with the show on TV gone, this is kind of meta, right? Anyway, and the movies now stopped too. There's not a lot left. It's like, if you're a fan of the Chipmunks, like, the fandom is, like, dry. But, good news, we're still here, talking to you right now. This web show is what's keeping things going, and we're working with the Munk Hub to keep the Chipmunks alive, you know, in pop culture, until the next big thing, whatever that might be. And after, too, I guess.
And trust us, we wish we could say more, but for now, we're just happy to keep making content for all of you right here on YouTube.
All right, but let's get to the real part of the question. If we were to return in a movie, what would it be about?
That's a tough one. After 4 movies, we've done a lot on land, sea, and air. Road trips, world tours, celebrity encounters. A lot.
Oh, what if we did a mystery movie? Like, we get caught up in a super secret heist and have to solve a case before time runs out. You just want an excuse to wear a detective hat, don't you? Maybe. Well, I know from experience that wearing detective hats is quite a good feeling.
Okay, hear me out. A spy movie. We're recruited by a top secret agency, given awesome gadgets, and we have to save the world.
All right, because nothing says low profile like a bunch of chipmunks in sunglasses.
Exactly!
I could actually see that happening. Accidentally stumbling into some huge mission and having to outsmart the bad guys with music and wit.
Oh, and what if we did a time travel movie? Like, we go way back in time and have to figure out how to get home.
Now that could be interesting. A historical adventure, anachronistic technology, a bootstrap paradox. Google it.
Yeah, oh no, we need to find our way back before history is changed forever. Sorry, I'm trying to be dramatic.
I refuse to be stuck in a time period without hairdryers.
Well, Brittany, if we go back more than 300 years, 268 to be precise, there isn't even a hot shower.
Ew, gross. Can you imagine us in medieval times?
Oh yes, I could be a knight, Sir Alvin the Bald. More like Sir Alvin the burnt at the stake because they think you're a demonic creature from hell. You know, because talking chipmunks in medieval times just isn't gonna go down well, Alvin.
Okay, but hear me out. What if we did a music-based movie? Like the biggest world tour ever. But something goes wrong. We get lost, or the tour gets sabotaged, and we have to find our way back. You know, to the stage.
Didn't we do that already? Chipwrecked?
Oh. What if the movie was just about us going on a huge adventure, and it had a little bit of everything? Mystery, music, travel, action?
Oh, a chipmunk mega movie. Now we're talking!
Alvin!
Was that Dave? Again? Didn't he interrupt the show last week?
Alvin, Simon, Theodore, dinner's ready.
Oh, dinner! Perfect timing!
But we still have 10 minutes, well 9 technically, left of the show. We have more fan mail.
We don't want to keep Dave waiting, and the food might get cold. Nobody likes cold peas and carrots.
All right then, well, sorry guys, we're cutting this episode a little short today, and it's our cue to wrap up. All right then, well, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, or I guess listening, to the Munkcast. And a huge thank you to everyone who sent in their questions. We love hearing from you.
And if your question didn't get answered this time, don't worry, we got plenty more episodes coming up. So keep sending in your questions, your ideas, and hey, if you got a dream plot of your own for a movie, we'd love to hear it. And remember, while we can't say anything about the future, we're still here, right on this channel, and we're so happy to be part of your lives.
And right now, you can always watch us on your streaming platforms. Or hey, just come here to the Munk Hub. We're always willing to keep the chipmunk, thing alive in pop culture. What is the name of our fan base?
We don't have one. Normally, people just say chipmunk fan. Yeah, well, we're still rocking, rolling, and maybe causing just a little bit more mischief along the way. Only a little. Fine, maybe a lot, but it's what makes us, us.
Fellas, dinner.
Oh yeah, come on guys, we don't want to be late, seriously. Okay, but Theodore, let's keep our shirt on this time, alright? But I don't want to get food on my shirt. It'd get dirty. Honestly, I think everyone should do it.
Here we go. Oh, I mean, he's got a point. Why risk a stain when you can sit there eating in maximum comfort?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
You sure? It's actually really nice. And if anything falls on you, you can just lick it right off. Ew, that's disgusting. And how can you even bend that way? Right, so classy.
Yeah, Theodore. Let's put a pin in that, okay?
Okay, but if you ever change your minds, not likely.
All right, before this turns into a whole movement, let's wrap this up. Absolutely. Again, thank you for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the little notification bell if you haven't done that already too, so you can stay up to date with everything we do first. And of course, like the video. And one more thing you must always do, and we're not even sure what it really means, but as always, keep on munkin'.